Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Frilioth, and today I'm quite excited about today because I've got a really exciting build planned for my skeleton spawner, for my skeleton farm. But I need to grab something before we go down there and start doing some work. I need to get some ice in order to make an item elevator. And in fairness, it's easier moving water about when it's in ice form because you can stack ice. You can't stack buckets of water. So to get some ice, I'm going to have to go up onto the top of the mountain and make a bit of an ice farm. So it's going to be a very basic ice farm, but it'll be an ice farm. So we'll head up there first, and hopefully this won't take too long. So before we go up there, grab I've got a couple of buckets, and I can make an infinite water source while I'm up there. Grab some water from here. Right, now we need to go up onto the top of the mountain. Not that way, we won't. Right, I need to level off a little bit of ground up here. Obviously, the bigger it is, the more ice we're going to be able to get. But for the time being, I'll come back and make a fully automated one up here later. It's a fantastic ice farm I saw. I think Etho made it using a minecart and sticky pistons and proper redstone-y stuff, and it was brilliant. It made a massive ice cube. I mean, like a huge ice cube, and you could jump into it and start breaking it up with your silk touch pick. Obviously, to get the ice, once you've made the ice farm, you are going to need a silk touch pick. You won't be able to do it with any other pick, otherwise you'll just turn it back into water. I don't know what the other urbanites are doing over there, but I think it's Tota and Cobra are making a hell of a job over there. It looks fantastic. Their castle, by the looks of it, that's Spawn. You can see Spawn and the eye, and then Cobra and Tota's castle, which is pretty damned impressive. Right, so if we trying to make it as big and square as I can. Right, so if we start there. A little bit OTT then, didn't I? How much cobble? I've got plenty of cobble. Mess about, just fill it in. Right, now we just need to fill this in with water. They all have to be source blocks as well. Now if we do this right, it's already forming, brilliant. Do this right and it should all fill up in a second. Yeah, there we go. Fabulous. Now all I've got to do is wait. So I'll stand here and wait for a few minutes. Right, I'm going to leave this for tonight. I don't want to be out here when it gets too dark. So I'm just going to whip back into the house again. Into the base, even. Leave that till morning, and I can leave that actually. I don't need that right now, so we can whiz down to the spawner and start doing some work. Now this spawner is going to take up a lot of quartz. Again, I know I've used a bit of quartz up here. I know I've used a bit of quartz here and a bit of black. I do love that room. But I'm going to use half slabs and torches and some quartz, and the look is going to look, I think it looks fantastic. It uses the half slab glitch where it looks like it's lit up, but it's not actually lit up. There's no light, and it looks phenomenal. So what I need to do is I need to dig this out to normal normal skeleton trap sizes. So I need 4 blocks either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spaces either side to build my wall, and front and back. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll dig all of this out. I also want to be too high. Is that going to be too high, or is that about the right height? It's about the right height actually for what I need. So I'll dig all this out, and then you can have a look what I've done when I've done it. Right. So now I need a room that starts here. So I need also to dig out all of this and all of the floor in order to make the room big enough. So I'm going to have to do a buttload more digging. So am I using my? No, I'm not. I thought I was using my silk touch pick then, but I'm not. Clearly not lit it up, have I? Don't light it up and they're going to come and get you. He's found some. Finally found some. We've been, bless him, he's been looking for days. And I mean days. And he's finally found some. So that makes everybody happy. Right, so around the outside now, I need to put some quartz. All of this is going to be quartz, and it might look, or it might sound like it's going to look very white, and it probably is. But I'm also going to put a line of, I think it's going to be blue stained clay. I tried a bit of lapis, looked a bit dark, but I'm going to try blue stained clay. I think that looks pretty cool. Quite clearly I'm going to have to go away and, well, mine some of this nether quartz to start with, and then I'm probably going to get myself some more. Do I probably want that? Yeah, I want the row that's the same height as as the spawner to be the blue stained clay. Now obviously I don't have any blue stained clay at the moment, so it's going to have to be mossy cobblestone. At least I know it shouldn't be there. So the idea is, well, you know the idea. I'm going to make the floor. I'm going to put the torches. If you put torches, and I can't show you this until we do it, because you just can't get the effect. But if you put a torch down, and then you put a torch on the floor and put a half slab above it, it shines through. It gives the illusion that it shines through. It looks fantastic. You'll love it when you see it. I mean, it looks fantastic. Right, so above that there, that's going to be the ceiling. But also in the ceiling, I'm going to put glowstone. I'm going to cover the ceiling in glowstone, and basically what that does, and then cover that with half slabs. And what that does, that gives the same effect at the ceiling. It looks like the ceiling's all illuminated when actually it isn't. It's not showing any light. Fantastic effect. It looks absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let me shut up talking and do some doing. All right, so I'm going to shut up for 5 minutes, and I'm going to try and rattle some of this off, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Go and have a cup of coffee. Hey everybody, right, well we're nearly there. Well, I say we're nearly there, we're probably not. But this is the gist of it, and I can't really show you still what it's going to look like when it's finished, because the minute I turn these torches off, things are going to start spawning. Oh, it's going to be such a surprise. And it's dead late, and I know it looks very clinical at the moment, doesn't it? I might... Once we've got rid of that and changed it for the blue clay, that'll make the inside look better. We're going to put glass on the front of this. We'll put probably light grey glass panes on the front of it. We'll try panes to start with, and if the skellies start spawning on the ledge, then I'll have to change it for glass glass blocks. But for initially, they're going to be pains. I'm wishful thinking, but I think I can. I think I can hear slime. I'm desperate for a slime chunk. I really am. Oh, I would give my diamond pick for a slime chunk. So yeah, at the moment it's still, I've still got to titivate it. I've still got to brighten it up a little bit. Maybe put a bit of green stuff around it. I don't know. I'll do something. I might even extend that line all the way around and have it in here as well. But basically, that what happens is we'll put water source blocks in each corner. That means all the skellies will run down into the middle. They'll fall down into here. At the bottom of there is a water chute, or there will be, but it will take them over here, underneath here, and out to here. And then an elevator, a water elevator, will take them all the way up, and they'll go up 24 blocks. Once they're up 24 blocks, they'll come across a block, and then they'll fall down here. Donk! Taking 24 blocks of fall damage. So by the time they hit here, they're going to be pretty easy to kill. And then you just stand here and you give them a whack with whatever you've got in your hand, and they die. And then you get all the drops, you get all the lovely XP, and that's how it works. We'll probably put a couple of chests in here, so I can keep some stuff in them. You can. I say you can. I could, at a push, change this over to make them fall down an extra 1 block and have a hopper underneath it and a chest underneath that. But it's an XP farm. At the end of the day, it's an XP farm. If I want to change it to, being a, just a killing AFK farm, then I just take out those 2 blocks and put a hopper underneath it, and then they'll fall down far enough, they'll die, everything will stay in the hopper. Anyway, what I need now is lots of water, so I'm going to go back to the ice farm on the mountain and see how that's looking. And I also need some signs. I think I bought everything I need for signs. Yeah, I've got enough wood for signs. So my next job is to get lots of ice and start building a water elevator, which is easy with ice. You just you build all the way up with ice, and then you break the blocks, and then every so often you put a sign, and it's much easier now with ice than it was before ice. Right, so I'm waffling again, aren't I? Let's go and see how my ice farm's doing. Oh, beautiful! It's just what we need. Right, I've got my silky top pickaxe. Got some water to fill it back up again with. Actually, if I leave one around the edge, because I won't need this much water, ice. Pick it all up, and then we'll grab the non-silk touch pick and just break this. brilliant, and it's all ready for the next time. Oh man, I didn't realise I was that hungry. Very white, you're right, it's very white. Jump down here and I don't have my signs. I am choice. Right, now I've got some signs. I have to get rid of you, won't I, and put something in there. Yeah. Couple of those down here just in case. Right, so I need a really I could have done with a step here. Or should we just have it? Oh man, there's no messing about, is there? I could just do just knock that down one. Perfect. Yeah, that's fantastic. Right, so I need a sign here. This is where it gets a bit tricky, because I'm going to need a sign here. And I'm going to need a sign here. But if I put a sign here, I'm not going to be able to... Oh yeah, I am. I need to put that there, and then I need to probably knock that out for the time being, and then I need to put some water here. Brilliant. Right, then we need that there. And then we need to just start blocking up. But yeah, I can go all the way. I'll go through and do all of those when I've finished. Basically, what I'm going to do now is block up 4 or 5 at a time, and then put a sign. Actually, I'll put the signs in after, won't I? Yeah. Right. So yeah, but bear with me a couple of minutes. I've got to dig up that way, and then I've got to dig down on the other side here. So that is the 25th block. So I've just got a bit of adding up to do. So I'll be back in a minute. Is 23 going to be enough? Twenty-three is going to have to be enough, isn't it? Right, 23. Yeah, 23 will be enough. Right, what I'm going to do here, just for a second, so I can drop down there when I've finished messing about with this. Melt that in a second anyway. My signs. Need a sign there. I've got to be careful here because the minute actually if I break that first. So they'll come up and they'll go that way. Yeah, perfect. Trouble is, they're probably going to start jumping. Oh no, that'll be fine, won't it? Catch my breath. Brilliant. Right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there to get this thing working. I'm hoping anyway. So anyway, the skellies fall down that hole, come down here, they come down here, they hit these source blocks, they start swimming upwards. Every so often, grabbing a breath of air. Once they get to here, they'll go this way and they'll fall down here, which will now be changed into a killing area. I could have that there, couldn't I? That, yeah, then there's no way they're going to be able to shoot me if they're there like that. Right, now I need some glass for the front. I'm going to slum it, and I'm going to... Actually, that's not a bad idea, is it? That would work if I put a block of ice there, and then a torch there, block of ice there, torch there, block of ice there, torch there, block of ice there, torch there. I can get out, and then the torches will melt the ice, and the ice will run to the middle and push the torches off into the water. Oh, genius. Right, I'm going to go off and get myself a... What am I going for? Quick. What am I going for? Glass. I'm going to slum it with normal glass just for now, just so I can get this working. I mean, God, it's nearly midnight. have I got any? How much ink have I got? One. Best will in the world, I ain't going to get anywhere with one bit of ink, am I? It's going to have to be wiped. Don't look anywhere near as good. But it'll just about work for now. Certainly show you anyway. Give you the effect. And then I'll head off and get some clay. I've got to be careful here because I could do without. I just don't want to mess it up now and do something stupid and start breaking everything. I'm sure I can fill those in a second. I'm dead nervous. Oh, just do it. What are you waiting for? That's what I'm waiting for. Come on, melt. Right, now because we've got half slabs on the floor here, nothing's going to spawn in here. And as soon as those change to water, you'll be able to see the effect I'm trying to get. Look, you can see at the top. Oh, brilliant. The effect at the top. Fantastic. Well, I'm hoping they'll come down here in a minute. But as you can see, there's light in there. It looks like there's light in there when there actually isn't. There's no light in there at all. And because these are half slabs, the torches underneath light up the floor, and but it doesn't generate any light. Come on. I really want this to work, yeah. Oh man. Ah, oh, they're falling one too far. I wonder if that's because they're jumping at the top. I thought I'd been very conservative and only given them 23 blocks to fall. But look at that. I mean, tell me that's not fantastic. I think that is fantastic. Once we've got some clearer glass on the front, you'll be able to see it, and it looks brilliant. bit concerned with why the rates aren't very good though. Got no torches in here, have I? That shouldn't be too far away for them to worry about. Right, it's going to need. Oh, it clearly needs a bit of tweaking, but I just wanted you to see before I went the effect. The blue around the outside is that green mossy cobblestone. I'll change that for blue. I'll change that for blue clay. That'll look much better. But the lighting effect of it, I think, is fantastic. And it's all done using the trick of the half slab to make it look like there's light there when actually there isn't any. It's if we went in there now, check the light level, it'll be down to 0. That is brilliant. So we'll get a bit of XP. Maybe I'll just have to get up to the top, won't I? I'll turn all the lights on again. I'll go up to the top and I'll reduce it down by a level. And then they'll be okay. Anyway, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been great having you along as usual. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave it a like, and if you've really loved it, please subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.